Welcome to a guided meditation for joy on Declutter the Mind. So, to start, find your seat, sit comfortably with your back upright, and starting with your eyes open, take a few deep breaths. And on the next out breath, gently close your eyes. So, before we begin, just check in with how you feel in this moment. Notice the mood that you are bringing into the practice today, and then notice the state of mind that you are in right now. And now start by noticing your weight on the floor or on the chair. Notice physical sensations such as physical points of contact. And also notice if you are holding any tension here around the body, maybe in your jaw or shoulders or lower back. Anywhere you find tension, see if you can release or relax it a little bit. And now bring to mind someone you really care about. It could be someone you love. It could be a spouse or a child. It could be a parent or friend. Choose someone who's easiest to bring to mind at this moment. And just the thought of them brings you happiness and joy. And there's no right or wrong way to picture this person. You can bring them to mind in any way, whatever is easiest for you in this moment. And now see if you can picture this person at their happiest state. Picture them with all of their fears gone, all of their hopes achieved. Picture how they would walk or talk and react and act in this state. And if it's easier, you can actually think back to a time where you saw them at their happiest, remembering how they spoke, recalling how they moved and their expression on their face, their excitement or joy during this time. And again, if you can't think back to a time, you can just picture them in their happiest state. And then notice how their happiness makes you feel. See if the mood or state of mind that you brought into the start of the practice, if it has changed, or is it the same? Notice if you feel happier than when you started. Notice if thinking about this person's happiness has changed how you feel. And if you notice happiness, see where you feel and notice this emotion the most in this moment. And now think back to a time when you were happiest. It could be when you were a child. It may have been a few days ago. It may have been something you did to make you happy, something that happened or that was said to you. It may have been a major life event or something small that happened this morning. Simply bring your attention to this time and recalling this memory. See if you can recall how it felt, the things you said, the thoughts that you had. See if you can bring yourself back to that moment. And recalling these moments of joy and happiness, it gives us some understanding that because this happened before or we felt these things before, we can feel them again. It's not impossible, it's not unlikely. It was something real that we experienced, and something that we can experience again, either in this moment or in the future. And now see if you notice your mood or state of mind again compared to when you started this practice. Has it changed? Is it different? And now finally, see if you can simply smile right now. Even if it feels weird right now, just force a smile, even for a moment. And then notice if any emotions arise or if this smile changes how you feel. Even if you feel weird or goofy doing it, notice that even that mood is a positive one, a playful one. And now open your eyes. Remember that happiness is a skill. It's something that always needs to be worked on. It's not something that can be achieved or become a permanent state. Chasing happiness and joy is just more craving and more desire, which inevitably ends up in creating more suffering. So instead, work on cultivating more good feelings, more playfulness, more goofiness, and accepting instead of resisting the bad feelings that arise in life. That's how we can begin to live a more fulfilled and joyful life. Thanks for sitting, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for taking the time to practice. If you've enjoyed this practice, please be sure to like and subscribe. You can also join and become a member and receive access to courses and more. Head on over to declutterthemind.com for more and download our free iOS and Android app.